Hello all. Right, if you have got points on your licence and you're looking like you might be approaching a ban, there may be a way to get round it. Now this is kind of specific. This is based on a comment that Steve Campbell made on a Sunday Q&A a couple of weeks ago. And it was to do with the fact I've been having a bit of bad luck lately, and he went, "Oh, you want to have my week?" And he said the thing is, it only applies to certain people. Fortunately, most of the people that log on to the channel, it applies to them. And it's to do with a thing called unnecessary hardship. Now, I know about unnecessary hardship because when I was a young man, it happened to me. When I was kind of in my mid-20s, about 30 years ago, I did something very silly and I ended up with 10 points on my licence. Could have gone down for it, but I didn't. Instead, I got a big fine, which meant I had to pay the fine, the insurance went up, I got 10 points on my licence, and they kind of went, "Don't do it again, son." I went, "Okay, I won't." And then, a couple of months later, I was driving down in the BMW, the car at the time. My wife was with me, my young child was with me, and my baby was with me. Baby at the time is 27 now. It's working, actually. Yeah. And the radiator started exploding. So I was driving slowly down the hard shoulder to get off. There's a police car behind me. And I come out and I said to the police car, I went, "Oh, thank God you're here. Have you got some water on board?" And he says to me, "You do realise you was driving down the hard shoulder?" I went, "Yeah, I've broken down." He says, "Well, you haven't broken down because you were driving. You do realise this is an offence." And I was like, "Oh, you're joking." The reason I was driving down the hard shoulder was to secure traffic. And I was trying to get off at the next junction to go to a petrol station. So then he said, done the form, boom, you're going to have to go 3 points. And I went, "Mate, I've got 10 points already." So man, "Don't care, boom. And then he said, I like this one. He went, "Right, now what I suggest you do, rather than leaving the vehicle broken down here, is continue driving down the hard shoulder and pull off at the petrol station." I want to go, that was what I was doing anyway. So I had to go to court. The point of unnecessary hardship is, if you have got, I don't know if you can drive on 12 points. I think you can have 12 points and still drive. I'm not sure. But if you go over the 12 points, and I had 10, another 3 would have put me on 13, that's a ban. So you go to court and you plead unnecessary hardship. This means that taking my licence away doesn't just mean I've got to get a train to work. It's not going to be a minor inconvenience. It doesn't mean that now I've got to walk to the shops or get a taxi to the shops. What it means is, you take my licence away, I drive for a living. I'm a courier driver, I'm a van driver, I was a market trader at the time, so I couldn't drive to market. So you take my life away, you actually take my business away. If you take my business away, I support a family. I have a house. So you're going to make me and my family homeless. And it's not just a matter of going, "Well, that's naughty, you can't drive for a little while." It's a matter of, you're wiping my life out. If they accept it, and in my case, they definitely did accept it, then you get, again, you'll get the points. You can still drive. Your insurance will go loopy, but you can still drive. So it means, and also, I mean, you're going to have certain problems, of course, if you're a truck driver. A lot of truck driving firms won't even take, you've got over 6 points on your licence. So that's something to be wary of. But the point is, if you drive for a living, you've got big points, you're looking like you might get a ban, and it's going to affect your entire life, there might be a way out of it. Go to court, plead unnecessary hardship. I think you can do it once every, is it 3 years or 5 years? I'm not sure. You can't do it every week, but you can do it once. But once might be enough to get you out of trouble and give you a chance to carry on taking care and taking money.